you had said that the U.S. needs to be prepared to use military force to strike military targets of the Assad regime. Donald Trump last night said, I haven't talked to him about it, meaning you. And no, he disagrees with that. Have you talked to Donald Trump about your thoughts on Syria?
I've talked to him about our policy, and frankly, I've got a lot of respect for Martha Raddatz, but she just misrepresented the statement that I made in my national debate, frankly, Allison.
Well,
you know, the
but,
question
I mean,
that
what
I got
about
was
what
about
Donald Trump said
Aleppo,
that
it was about humanitarian aid.
Yes.
Well, if I can answer for a
Go ahead.
second. The question I had, and you can check the transcript, so can your viewers, was about the humanitarian crisis in Aleppo and what we ought to do. Donald Trump's position, our position has been that we need to establish safe zones, and you need to be willing to use resources, and including military power, to secure those safe zones, to allow those people, including 100,000 children, to be able to evacuate. Last night, she conflated that and referred to general provocation and involvement by the Russians in the Syrian regime. And, you know, Donald Trump's made it clear our policy is safe zones for people suffering in Syria, but also his focus is on destroying ISIS in Syria and not regime change. And I think the way she framed that was to suggest that I had implied we ought to use military power to achieve regime change. I simply had never said that.
But why do you think Donald Trump said that you haven't ever spoken about it?
Well, he said we hadn't spoken specifically about what she said, and the reason for that was because I didn't say that. That isn't the position that I took in my debate, and I understand that. I look forward to catching up with him about it today. But the point is,
but Governor, hold on, but one second.
She broadened it into a general, what does America do with Russian provocation in the Assad regime?
Yep.
I was speaking specifically about securing the safe zones, and for heaven's sakes, Allison, we have a humanitarian crisis there, 100,000 children in harm's way in Aleppo. We need to be willing, along with other nations in the region, to create a secure pathway for those people to escape Aleppo before even more violence comes, and to have a safe zone that they can repair to. You have to be willing to deploy resources, including militarily, to make that happen. And Donald Trump and I strongly support the establishment and securing of safe zones.
And Governor, just because you have said to go back to the transcript, which I do have right here, let me just play for everyone so that they know what the original question was in your debate and then what your original response was. Listen to this.
Does the U.S. have a responsibility to protect civilians and prevent mass casualties on this scale? Governor Pence.
I just have to tell you that the provocations by Russia need to be met with American strength. And if Russia chooses to be involved and continue, I should say, to be involved in this barbaric attack on civilians in Aleppo, the United States of America should be prepared to use military force to strike military targets of the Assad regime, to prevent them from this humanitarian crisis that is taking place in Aleppo.
Governor, we only have 20 seconds left in your window, but it wasn't just about safe zones. I mean, you talk about the provocations by Russia being need to be met with American strength.
I was about to thank you for playing the clip because you just confirmed everything I said to you. It's about being willing to use military force to prevent a further humanitarian crisis, to establish safe zones and allow people to escape the horrors of further barbaric action in Aleppo. Allison, plus you cut that a little bit. There was actually more that I said there. So your folks can go back and look at the whole transcript. But at the end of the day, Donald Trump and I stand shoulder to shoulder in this campaign.